Hey guys, Dirtbag Gaming here. We're going to be bringing you another Raid Shadow Legends video for you. It's going to be part 2 of a 3-part series. The first part we went over speed lead, so if you didn't watch that video, definitely go back, watch that video before you watch this. This video is going to be based off of decreasing the defense in the arena teams. So this video is going to be made for the newer and middle class or middle team players in Raid to kind of help you get through those missions, help you get to your final Arbiter, and help you progress through the arena lineups. So we're going to get right into it. This goal is to decrease the defense to make your team hit a lot harder. Alright, so we're going to split this up in between rares and epics. Okay, so let's open up our index guide. The first person you're going to see a lot, even in the endgame content. Stu, I know, loves this girl so much. She's going to be in the Barbarians. She is right here. War Maiden. War Maiden has one of the best AOE decreased defense for a rare in the entire game, even for the end game content. So if you're lucky enough, she is farmable. You can go out and get her at any time. She has attack all enemy, has a 75 up to 100% chance to place a 60% decreased defense for 2 turns. You really only need it just to nuke them down the next turn, but it puts that decreased defense. So you're going to need accuracy on her, which is, why having the accuracy in your Great Hall is going to help out, again, anywhere. But you're going to need accuracy, and if you want her to hit hard, you just build up the attack. You build up the crit rate, you build up the crit damage, but we're really mainly just using that to get the decreased defense on the team. Okay, so you're going to boost up the speed of your team. You might boost it up again, but you want her to go before your nuker, obviously. Okay, so you're still going to want her speed to be decent, if not fast, to go right behind your speed booster to put that decreased defense on the team. Okay, so that's going to be an AOE 100% chance to put the major decreased defense on the enemy team. So that's the first person. The next person is going to be a Fleshmonger. A Fleshmonger. How about the Fleshmonger? He is actually in the Skinwalkers, and I think he's a newer champ. He just looks really, really cool. He's got these like hands around his neck. He's got a butcher cleaver. Like, this guy is just horror film all over him. But he's got this attack right here, which is going to be attack all enemies, has a 50 booked up to a 75% chance to place a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. So I'm picking all the AOE decreased defense. There are single target decreased defense, but that's not the part of this video. This video is going to go for AOE decreased defense to make your guys' job that much easier. So anytime that you're going to try and place a debuff, you're going to need the accuracy. So again, he's going to need accuracy, and he's going to be able to put it all over the entire team. So you want him to go second. You want him to go right after the speed booster. So whether it be second or third, but you want the speed booster to go, then you want the decreased defense to go. So he's your second guy. He has a 75% chance to placing the AOE decreased defense. That's why the War Maiden's a little bit better, because she's a 100% chance of placing it once the accuracy kicks in. But those are the only 2 rares. Alright, so definitely farm the War Maiden if you can. If not, just go, if you have a Fleshmonger and just want to use him if you got him. Alright. Epics. So let's go over the epics. The first one, Zargala. So Zargala is a orc. She is right. She hits hard. Okay, so she has a AOE, which is right here. Attacks all enemies 3 times. After the first hit, has a 50 up to a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense on all enemies. So it's a 75% chance, but it hits really hard. It hits 3 times as well. So if you want her to be your decreased defense person to put her on her, you can build her for damage. You can put a crap ton of damage into the enemy team before your nuker even goes, or if you want her to be your nuker, make her go second or third, just so that way she can do a lot of damage and put that decreased defense out on the team. Alright, so she hits really hard. She has a chance to do it again as well with her A2. If she kills somebody with this, she actually procs this automatically, so you have essentially 2 chances to just nuke crazy hardcore, and she puts a weaken out on A1. So that definitely adds to it. She's good in a lot of dungeons, she's good in a lot of bosses, but she's really good in the arena. She has a base speed of 103 as well, so it's not going to be that hard to book her up to get her to be very, very fast for the arena. Alright, so she's one of my favorites. The next one's going to be Barbarian. Have any more works on it? No. So Barbarian up here. epic Zala. Zala is going to be the Barbarian. Let's just go through because I don't know what she looks like. Zala. Now we're getting the legendaries. Zala, where are you? Vala. That's why. It's Vala, not Zala. So we got Vala. She's actually a free champ, or she was a Amazon champ. So she's probably not free. She was an Amazon champ, but she has this AOE, so removes all shield buffs from all enemies, then attacks all enemies, and has a 30 up to a 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense on all enemies for 2 turns. Right, so it's a 50% chance, so it's not as reliable as a War Maiden, but her kit is huge. She has so many different spells. She's very tanky because she's defense based, so she's not going to die very easily. But this is another opportunity to put an AOE decreased defense out on the entire team to make your nuker hit a lot harder. High elves. Let's go up to the high elves. We have Tyrell. I don't have a Tyrell. Everybody talks so highly of him. He looks pretty cool. He's like one of the original, one of the OGs. But he has attacks all enemies, has a 75 up to 100% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff. If the target is under a decreased attack debuff, it will place a sleep debuff. So if you have a decreased attack from somebody else, he then is able to place a sleep as well, which will kind of skip their turn if you don't attack them on the enemy's turn. So he has a 100% chance. He is a very, very good end game guy. He's going to help you out in every single matchup of the game, especially PvE. But he's very good because he's defense based and he does the AOE 100% chance to decrease the defense on the other team. So if you got a Tyrell, congrats. Stagnate, I believe this was a guy that you can get if you did the battle pass a little bit ago. I'm not sure if they're ever going to bring another one out, but if they do, this guy's really cool looking. He's one of the coolest ones that came out. He's got a really cool shield. He reminds me of the guy from Game of Thrones who's got like the antlers and stuff. Just looks awesome. Very, very fast. He's 107 base speed, but he's got this spell right here. Attacks all enemies, has a 100% chance, or up to a 95%, 70, 80, 95% chance to place a 60% decreased defense. You can add up to 100% if you get through the masteries, but also places a 50% decreased attack for 2 turns. So he lowers their defense and lowers their damage output. So it's kind of like boom, boom. So that way if they ever do counterattack or they come back at you, they're going to hit a lot less because of the attack if they have attack-based champions. But he's definitely cool. One of the top guys to do the AOE decreased defense. But if you got him, use him. He's awesome. Next one is going to be Spider. He's pretty cool looking, I think. There's a lot of copies of him out there, but Spider's one of the guys that right here, he's just like creepy looking, crazy back. But he's got a spell or skill that actually does both. So this is why it's going to hit even harder. He has a 60% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense buff on all enemies. So it just places it. Doesn't have to hit, it just places it, which still needs accuracy, so make sure that you get the accuracy. Has a 30% chance of placing a 15% weaken debuff on all enemies. So it's the lower of the weaken, but it's still both. It's going to hit even harder. So you have a 60% decreased defense and a 15% weaken, so that's both. You get it up to a 100% chance once you book him out. So he is good. He does the AoE, just places it automatically, as long as you have the accuracy on it. So 100% chance, just boom, puts it out there once the accuracy is good. And what's his speed lead? And speed in dungeons. So you're not really going to use him for the speed lead in the arena. But he's definitely a good guy to mention. Now the last one, I'm kind of like still salty about this one, but it's this girl right here. Guys, if you have her, level her to 60. She is the best, yes, the most wanted arena champ in the entire game. I did a video of me trying to pull. I did not pull her. Sucks. But there's another void shark coming up. But she does this. She takes it away, so she removes all buffs. What? She removes all buffs from the enemies, places 50% decreased attack, so they hit less, and a 60% decreased defense. So not even chance. It just places it. So I'm going to remove all of your buffs, and then I'm going to place and make you take more damage. As long as my accuracy is up. So you're going to build her with a ton of accuracy, a ton of speed. You can even make her go I guess, yeah, second after your speed booster. But once she goes, she just strips everything and then makes you hit so freaking hard. And Madame Saris has another AoE which actually puts a true fear up on everybody. But let's not. So we're just here for this. So she does a decreased defense on everybody once all of the buffs are stripped. Look how many reviews she has. 4.9, 4.6 for the defense. It's just, she is, like I said, the best one to look for the arena. All right. So that's gonna be the next part of this. Is we're gonna go over how to nuke. So we're going to build a kind of beginner and middle guide of how to nuke the people down once you do the speed boost and once you do the decreased defense. Then you're going to be able to nuke and hit a crazy amount of damage to kind of get you through that next part. So that was the decreased defense. Again, those are the AoEs. There are single target hitters, but we're mainly focused on just AoE decreased defense and then AoE nukes for the next video. So guys, I appreciate the time with us today. If this helped you out at all, gave you some kind of ideas or tips for the future, definitely hit the like, subscribe if you didn't subscribe already. There's gonna be a ton more arena videos, ton more videos with like crazy music in the background going over like how to do the arena in the future. So I appreciate the time. Good luck with everything, guys, and enjoy the rest of your week.